Hi, my name is John. You're listening to Daybreak on CBC Radio 1. Good morning.
Good morning, John. Good morning, everyone who's listening. I'm Ainsley McClellan in for Sean Henry. It's 10 minutes past 6 o'clock on this Wednesday, the 3rd of January, and it is going to be a cool week. We have the possibility of flurries in the forecast. Temperatures going to be around a steady around 1 degree today in Montreal, but dropping off in the evening. So we'll talk about that coming up in just a moment. Speaking of dropping off, many people hoping to see inflation start to taper off in 2024 and interest rates start to come down as well. We'll be talking about that coming up in just a few moments. Lita Polson, watching your commute this morning. How are things looking out there?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's nice and easy. The road surface is in good shape for us. We do have the REM rolling nicely along. Watch out, though. There's an elevator that's out still at Du Quartier Station. A normal service for the metros and the EXO trains and the buses. On the bike routes, I haven't seen even one cyclist yet this morning, but I'll keep my eyes peeled on the, especially on the Saint-Denis bike route. And we do have a stall to Highway 30 over in the Vaudreuil area, just around Highway 20. That's off to the right-hand side. Because speed is normal right now, watch out for it and watch out for another stall too. This is on the 20 eastbound, just around Angrignon off also right-hand lane.
Thanks very much, Lita. That's Lita Polson. Looking at your commute, we have your CBC Montreal news headlines with Shuyi Lee.
And police have lifted yesterday's Amber Alert for a missing 1-year-old girl. The child was found safe and sound in Montreal's Saint Laurent borough early this morning.
Tonight, Quebec ERs can't get a break. Respiratory illnesses and staff shortages are to blame as wards overflow with patients.
We're seeing patients in stretchers laying there for days on end, people suffering.
A fiery plane collision as a crew is dispatched to help in an earthquake zone in Japan. And Montreal's new women's hockey team hits the ice in their inaugural game in Ottawa tonight, inspiring a new generation of players.
I would like to be a hockey player in the future. I would like that to be my career.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Deborah Arbeck. Happy New Year to you all, and thank you for joining us. Montreal police have issued an Amber Alert for a missing 1-year-old girl. Zainab Cherabi El Alwi lives in Lachine. Police say the child was kidnapped, and they've been searching in Laval as well as Greater Montreal. She was wearing a light pink onesie with a pink and white unicorn on it. Police are also searching for a suspect. Mariana Mentarosa Laberge is 18 years old. She's 5'3" tall, 120 pounds, with a scar on the left side of her upper lip and another on her forehead. Anyone with information is asked to call 911 and not to approach the suspect. Emergency rooms across Quebec are packed beyond capacity. Waiting rooms and corridors are crowded with patients, many forced to wait anywhere between 4 and 10 hours on average. A spike in respiratory illnesses combined with staff shortages are proving tough for hospitals to overcome. Sarah Eldaba has more.
Tonight, an Amber Alert still in effect for a missing 1-year-old girl. Montreal police believe she was abducted overnight. They are looking for the child's mother. Drive a heavy vehicle, you'll pay more for a parking permit in the plateau.
I think to have smarter cars, it makes sense.
It's more difficult for every people with the inflation.
And promising 2024 will be your year to get in shape. Some tips to stay on track.
If I'm not an active person and then I commit to going to the gym for an hour every single day, well, that's not realistic.
Good evening, I'm Sudha Krishnan. Thank you for joining us. An Amber Alert for a missing 1-year-old girl issued this afternoon remains in effect. Police say Zainab Cherabi El Alawi was abducted from her grandparents' home in Lachine by her mother, who does not have custody. They say the mother and child were seen today in the Cartierville neighborhood and that they may now be in Laval. Zainab was wearing a light pink onesie with a pink and white unicorn on it. The mother Mariana Monterosa Laberge is 18 years old. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighs 120 pounds, with a scar on the left side of her upper lip and another on her forehead. Now, police released new photos this evening, but it's not clear when they were taken. Anyone with information is asked to call 911 and to not approach the suspect. If you drive a heavy vehicle, this year, you'll start paying more for a parking permit in the Plateau. The borough is now basing its pricing on the weight of your vehicle. So the weight categories range from 1,249 kilograms to more than 1,800 and over, and prices go from just under $242 to nearly $483. Now, the change is meant to fairly reflect the public space used by a vehicle and to discourage large trucks or cars. But as Paula de Perez reports, some feel there's room for improvement.